Anti-graft officers raided elusive Penang bond financier Low Jho's apartment in Kuala Lumpur yesterday. The unit at Kiaping apartment appeared unoccupied, and officers seem to have broken into the premises based on photographs cited by The Edge. They also appeared to have seized several wads of cash. However, nothing significant was reportedly discovered. Meanwhile, the MACC is also said to have frozen Umno's bank accounts as part of investigations into 1MDB. Umno members had claimed that part of the monies seized from premises linked to party president Datuk Sri Najib Razak were actually the party's election funds. China Communications Construction Company is not very concerned about the risks related to the review of the ECRL. CCCC is the main contractor for the rail project. Its chairman, Liu Chitao, says the ECRL is tied to livelihoods, a factor he believes the new government will definitely take into consideration. He also played down concerns over the project, comparing them to those raised over Sri Lanka's Hambantota port. CCCC's parent company, China Merchant Port, had taken control of the debt-laden port after Sri Lanka's new administration struggled to keep up with debt repayments. Liu explains that while there were concerns initially, Sri Lanka discovered that the move was really beneficial for their citizens' livelihoods. IGP Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun says he would have no problem letting Datuk Sri Najib Razak view the cash and valuables seized from homes linked to him. The former PM reportedly said yesterday that the 1.1 billion ringgit valuation was subjective and unrealistic. He added he was not aware of the extent of his wife Datin Sri Rosmah Mansur's collection of jewellery and other items and hoped to examine the items himself. Fuzi brushed aside Najib's claims that the valuation was excessive. The nation's top cop points out that it was third-party experts and not the police who determined the value of the goods. TRX City CEO Dato' Azma Talib says investor interest in the Tun Razak exchange has spiked post-GE14. This is after PM Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad gave his assurance that Malaysia will stay an open economy that welcomes high-quality FDI to drive economic growth. Sentiment has also been bolstered by the government's decision to pump in 2.8 billion ringgit to ensure the project's completion. Azma says the TRX master developer has received numerous inquiries from potential investors and is looking at a few parties to invest in the development. The TRX will be open for business in the first quarter of next year. This follows the completion of its first phase of construction, comprising Mulia Group's The Exchange 106 and IJM's Menara Prudential. Phase 2, which consists of the public plaza, streetscapes and the 10-acre Central Park, will be completed by 2020. EcoWorld Development Group says second quarter net profit inched up by 2% to 34.5 million ringgit on the back of contribution from its projects in the Klang Valley, Iskandar Malaysia and Penang. Quarterly revenue, however, shrank 2.6% to 498.7 million ringgit. EcoWorld President and CEO Dato' Chang Kim Hwa says the quarter began well, with sales interest picking up. However, buying momentum waned in the lead-up to GE14, with May continuing to be a very quiet month on the sales front. Going forward, EcoWorld expects profit to be increasingly derived from projects undertaken by its various joint ventures. As for its performance outside of Malaysia, EcoWorld International is looking to turn profitable in the second half of this year. This will be when projects undertaken by its JVs, namely London City Island and Embassy Gardens, are completed and handed over starting third quarter of FY18. For the quarter under review, EWI recorded a widened net loss of 29.1 million ringgit, largely due to the effect of foreign exchange movements. There was no revenue recorded in the second quarter.